but you're going to have to not be around children. You understand? At all. Not be on the internet or anything of that nature. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 5714W, State of Texas versus Jonathan Ryan Nicholas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Jordan Brown, state.
and for the defense?
Alex Scharf, ready.
All right. If you all are behind the court reporter, there's no talking when we're on the record because it makes it difficult for the court reporter to hear. And one thing I try to do, if possible, is make everybody's job as easy as possible. So no talking in the box when you're behind the court reporter and we're on the record. All right, counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Nicholas, I'm going to show you what's entitled waiver indictment, reading of information and rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to have a grand jury hear the evidence in this case and make a decision on whether or not to indict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand your attorney has certain rights, mainly the passage of 2 entire days from the presentation of the information, and also he has 10 days to prepare for trial. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
And counsel, it's the court's understanding that you've been representing Mr. Nicholas for longer than 10 days?
Yes.
And were you aware about these charges for more than 10 days?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you received the discovery for more than 10 days?
Yes, Judge.
All right. The court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived indictment, reading of information and rights under Article 1.051 and 26.03 of the Code of Criminal Procedure. Showing you what's entitled information. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the information?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the information as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of child pornography? That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Nicholas, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with 2018 CR 3520W. The state will take in consideration the following CM numbers: 105406, 105408, 105409, 10510, and there's to be Chapter 62 compliance. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, you're not gonna make it.
Oh, yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence.
Yes, Judge. State would offer states one with attachments.
No objections.
Mr. Nicholas, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 5714W. State, is there any other evidence you would like added to the record?
Yes, Judge. Just for the clarity of the record, the report filed as an attachment states exhibit 1. Most of the dates listed on that are March of 2022.
Yes.
However, the indication in the evidence that's provided in discovery is the date that the material was possessed was actually inclusive of the 6th of December 2021, based on evidence obtained and provided in discovery. And that's the date of the information. And I believe the defense will stipulate that the possession also occurred on that date.
Defense does stipulate.
All right, Mr. Nicholas, do you stipulate to that evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, sir.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Your Honor, we just ask that you follow the plea agreement.
All right, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in prison. This will run concurrent with 2018 CR 3520W, taking consideration CM 105406, 105408, 105409, 105412. There's to be Chapter 62 registration. There's to be no contact with minors. And the court will give you credit for any time served. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Nothing from the state, Judge.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you will need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. All right, I will tell you, many people think that this isn't a crime. Oh, I didn't do anything. I'm just watching photos. But each time you do that, you are victimizing a child. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So honestly, there's nothing I can tell you that will probably make a dent in your psyche. I'm unsure, but you're going to have to not be around children. You understand? At all. Not be on the internet or anything of that nature. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I remember your mother's testimony, and your mother is enabling you. So you're going to have to be an adult. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you. Thank you,
Your Honor.
counsel. All right. And probation, this is an application. Court is calling 2022 CR 6940, State of Texas versus Bernardo Huerta. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Kathy Compton for Mr. Huerta.
And are you Mr. Huerta?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with the discovery. Mr. Huerta, I'm showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're going with the lesser included offense of robbery, and we are waiving the enhancement paragraph.
Any objection?
No.
Showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with the lesser, well, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of robbery. That's a second degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes,
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
yes, I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent, was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Huerta, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of robbery. Punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's a $500 fine and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense,
I did, Your Honor.
state?
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Showing you outside the plea bargain agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours community service restitution, no contact with Abel Ramos or Rowley's at 955 South General McMullen in San Antonio, Texas, 78237. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offense is charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? I'm sorry, to the offense of robbery, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State any evidence
State offer states exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We're asking to do so, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would just ask that the court follow our plea bargain agreement. My client's been in custody for a very long time. We've negotiated for a very long time, and I believe that this is in his best interest. He's recently a first-time grandfather, and I have seen a huge change in his demeanor and just, I think his outlook has changed very much. So I would ask just that you follow the plea bargain, Judge.
Okay. And what auto parts were you taking from O'Reilly's?
Some headlights.
And how much are headlights?
They were like, I think they were $50 or something like that. I'm not too sure, Your Honor.
So, and how long have you been at the jail?
15 months. Your Honor.
So you spent 15 months at the Bear County Jail, over $50.
I'm not proud to say, but yes, Your Honor.
So why didn't you just pay for the lights? And I'm sure if you would have just returned them, they probably would have said, okay, and moved on to something else. Why didn't you just return it?
They were no longer in my possession, Your Honor, when they found them. So it was really,
But why do people have to chase you down to give back their property? That's the number one thing that people are taught in school. Don't take what doesn't belong to you. And how old are you?
I'm 35 now, Your Honor.
So you should have known that.
Yes, Your Honor.
It shouldn't take a grandchild to make you realize that you shouldn't take what doesn't belong to you. And the tattoos you have, what are they about? And
They're-
are they related to an organization?
No, no. No, ma'am. I only got, while I was in prison, I got associated because of tattoos I got before I went to prison now.
No, I understand. The reason why I ask sometimes about tattoos, I'm just interested in tattoos. I always want to know about people's life because that tells me some things and help me make conditions for you. But the other reason why I'm always interested in tattoos, because some tattoos are related to different organizations.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so do you have any employment prospects? What are you going to do when you're released?
Yes, ma'am. I have my own lawnmower service. I do lawns. And my sister, since that's not working out right now too well, because I'm locked up, my sister has her own construction business and she's waiting for me to get out to employ me.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
15 and 16, Your Honor.
15 and 16, and you have a grandchild?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is the
My
mother?
daughter, Your Honor.
The 16-year-old?
No, I'm sorry, she's 16 now and he's 15, he's 17.
So your daughter has
A
a
baby.
child with the 17-year-old.
She's a 17-year-old.
All right, so your daughter is now 17 and not 16?
No, my daughter's 16.
Mhm.
And she has the baby
All right, and she has a child with a 17-year-old.
with another child her age, yes,
All right, how many grandchildren do you have?
just one
Just one, and that's from the 16-year-old.
from the 16-year-old.
And is the grandchild living with you all? Or going to
Yes,
live?
he's in our house. But they have an adult that lives there with them
Okay,
at the time, yes.
and who is the adult who lives with them? What
It's
is,
my mother.
okay. So your mother is a great grandmother.
Yes, John,
So she's taking care of her grandchildren and now a great
a
grandchild.
great grandchild. But only because of my absence, John, yes.
Well, no, because
Well, yes,
Children know.
yes, you're right. John.
and has she graduated from high school?
She's continuing still. Yeah, yes,
All right, I'm going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. Probation will do gang supervision. There's to be no contact with any O'Reillys.
yes, ma'am.
So I think that leaves AutoZone and other places, but no contact with O'Reillys.
Yes, John.
There's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. That can be waived if he completes parenting classes and probation, whichever parenting classes you think would work with him. So where are your children's, where is their mom?
So another crazy story. She is actually back in the picture now and living there with them as well.
All right, so was Child Protective Services involved?
No, not for my kids.
All right, for her children?
We only have our children.
All
together.
right, okay. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Is there any drug issues with you?
No, yeah.
All right, we'll do regular UAs. Field visits. One time per month. I'm sorry, one time every 3 months. Probation, is there anything else? Oh, no, I'm mandating them. Is there anything else you need from the court, sir?
Yes, John, I just wanted to clear something up for you because I think this is where you were kind of got the misinterpretation. I lost my children to the state and my mom adopted them.
Okay.
So that's,
All right, so I'm gonna do no unsupervised contact with minors.
that way you understand that that's why I'm around.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to do no unsupervised contact with minors, and this is what I'm going to tell you about CPS cases, and your attorney can probably tell you this as well. I don't know what the legal paperwork says about her adoption,
Yes, ma'am.
but what I do know, if she adopted your children, which means that your rights were terminated and the mother's rights were terminated, I'm sure CPS is not expecting you all to act as babysitters or anything of that nature. You understand?
It's only, well, yes, ma'am, I understand what you,
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
it sounds like you gave it all to me already, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes,
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, to be successful on probation, and I think you've been here before, so you know, communication is key. If there is an issue, let probation know. If you feel like probation is not addressing that issue, you can always come back to court and speak with me. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Court is calling 2019 CR 11647, State of Texas versus Jamal Trayvon Coleman. Can our parties announce for the record for the state
Thanks to the state of Texas.
defense?
Monica Corolla for defense.
And are you Jamal Coleman?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jamal Coleman who was placed on deferred education in 2019 CR 11674 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on November 5th, 2020 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2 on or about the 7th day of June 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Jamal Trayvon Coleman did then and there fail to submit to a drug test in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
The state will waive and abandon the other allegations.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2? Court can find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the agreement is, and should Your Honor choose to follow it, is to deny the motion and to alter and amend his conditions of probation to include the ISF dual track, and for him to complete the dual track and continue on probation.
All right, is that the agreement?
It is, Judge.
All right, Mr. Coleman, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jamal Trayvon Coleman.
All right, Mr. Coleman, do you want to go to prison?
I'm not allowed to know.
Then why do you keep coming before me with violations?
I have an issue with drugs.
I mean, I know that, but I've sent you to different places and you're just not doing well. And so I don't know if I can help you or not. I don't know if you want the help. I can put people in whatever class that's available for you. If you have a drug problem, I can put you in a class for drug issues. But if you go there and you sit there and you internalize, but the first thing, some problem comes before you, your answer is, oh, let me use drugs.
May I speak?
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to, I didn't really complete the first program, the safe P that you put me in.
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember, but I had a colostomy bag.
Yes, I do remember you.
So I got my colostomy bag removed,
Mhm.
but I didn't stay at the safe P facility. They took me to an infirmary unit. And so I've kind of missed the whole entire program. I think I was only in the program for about 2 months,
Mhm.
if that. So I didn't really get a chance to be in the program.
So you had a colostomy bag and again, you're using drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
That doesn't work well for anybody's health. And I will tell you, I have some friends who previously were addicted to drugs and now they've been clean and sober for about 30 years. And they will all tell me, Stephanie, I can no longer abuse my body because I abused it so much. So guess what? They don't do ice cream. They don't do any of that. They're always working out, fruits, vegetables, you know, their proteins. That's it, because they put their body through the ringer. And how old are you?
I'm 26.
You putting your body through the ringer. And I will tell you, meth not only affects the mental health part of it, but it affects your heart, it affects your liver, it affects everything else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation. I'm sorry, do you have any gang affiliation?
I did when I was younger, not currently.
And what was that?
Blood.
He's saying that he's not a gang member anymore. I don't think felony drug court will accept him, because I had put on here at one time, refer back to felony drug court, and they said no. Am I correct?
That is correct. I believe they will not accept him back.
And will ISF accept him with his gang affiliation?
We'll have to do an evaluation.
All right. I'll deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions to include ISF dual track. If he's not accepted by ISF, then it's going to be safety.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
Am I going to see you back again here for this nonsense?
Got it. No, ma'am.
Do you have the tools you need to not use?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have a support system at home?
Yes, ma'am.
Who's your support system?
Grandmother, my mother, my father, my elderly grandparents.
All right, so you need to stop disappointing them, because I'm sure each time you use, your mom's heart breaks, your grandparents' hearts break, your dad heart probably breaks. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody wants to, because you never know if the last time you use is the last time you use. Nobody wants to be called to have to identify your body, because you're the person on the news who's on the street, and they'll just say drug overdose, and then they'll go on to the next person. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
All right, so. And could I see someone from the state on this? All right, so Miss Callahan, I understand that when people are on probation, and people don't understand this, right? When you're on probation, you are not allowed to do the things that people who are not on probation do. One of those things is you cannot drink alcohol. That is a zero tolerance, no alcohol. And those are conditions that are legislated. For example, when you're on probation, guess what? You cannot own any weapons. You understand that?
Yes.
So there are a whole host of things that if you were not on probation, you could do that are legal. But since you're on probation, you're not allowed to do. And one of those is drinking alcohol. Do you understand?
Yes.
So you're on deferred adjudication for burglary of a habitation. Do you know what the range of punishment of that offense is?
I think up to 15 years.
No, 20. When people are on probation, you should know what you're looking at if you are unsuccessful on it. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So your case, the range of punishment is up to 20 years. So what that means is if you're drinking alcohol and you should not be drinking alcohol, which you're not allowed to on probation, I could potentially send you to prison for 20 years. And the question is whether or not that alcohol is potentially worth 20 years to you. So what alcohol did you drink?
I had a glass of wine.
All right. And who is the wine by?
I don't know. I just had it with a friend.
All right. Well, I mean, what type of wine was it?
Merlot.
Is the Merlot worth it? Did you have it with a meal?
No.
Now, I will tell you this. I do know that if you're at the Bexar County Jail or if you're at the prison, they do have a way that they can make alcohol if they want to make it. I don't know if you want that one, though.
No.
It involves oranges
Absolutely.
and
not.
waiting till the mold appears on there.
No, ma'am.
So you're not allowed to drink alcohol while you're on probation. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the next issue is because of that, you were placed on GPS.
No, I was placed on GPS due to the absconding before.
Yes.
Back in 2021.
And so there's a request for
For-
removal of GPS. State, do you have any objections to the removal of the GPS?
Well, no, Your Honor, it's my understanding the violations were for low battery and Wi-Fi issues. And not for.
Probation, do y'all have any objection
It
to?
actually wasn't right now. I'm like low battery right now.
No.
I promise.
No, Your Honor, no.
Okay, so we'll do the removal of the GPS. And then probation. You all are recommending intensive outpatient treatment?
Yes, Your Honor. That's what the TAP recommendation was for intensive outpatient treatment.
Mhm.
From my understanding, Ms. Callahan didn't want to do intensive outpatient treatment, but she didn't have any objection to supportive outpatient treatment. And the officer of record doesn't have any objection for support, starting off with supportive outpatient.
All right, so are you all recommending starting with supportive outpatient
Yes, Your
treatment?
Honor.
All right, so we'll remove GPS, supportive outpatient treatment. And we're gonna do the 90 meetings in 90 days. Probation, is there anything else?
Can you explain the 90 meetings in 90 days to me, please? So
Oh, you have to do a meeting every day for 90 days.
Got it. With
And
my probation officer
No,
or with someone else?
it's supportive outpatient treatment. It's sober meetings. Instead of them saying NAAA meetings, they call them sober meetings.
Okay.
So
fine.
that's what you need to do.
Okay.
And hopefully it will become a habit and you will just enjoy being around people and talking about issues.
So I'd have to present myself every day, or is it Zoom?
9 every day.
Got it.
And they have sober meetings throughout the city that are free. You can pick whichever one you want to go to.
Got it. Okay.
They have some that are in the morning, some are in the night, some are midday. They have them throughout the day.
Okay.
All right. Probation, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
All right, so remember what I said. If you're thinking about drinking alcohol, the first thing that should pop into your mind is, do I want to potentially go to prison for 20 years behind alcohol and start making my alcohol at the jail or at the prison with mold? Those are your options.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, just have a seat in probation. We'll go over conditions with you. And just so everyone knows, all the people who are here for compliance, I write down everything that was discussed. Court is calling 2022 CR 11927, State of Texas versus Jose Coronado. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Coronado.
And are you Mr. Coronado?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jose Anthony Coronado who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11927 for the offense of retaliation on January 30th, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 13. On or about the 12th day of May, 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Jose Anthony Coronado, did then and there fail to apply for, provide documentation of attendance, and comply with all rules, regulations, instructions, and financial agreements as directed by the court and or supervision officer and or the head of or authorized personnel of the following program: anger management class, in violation of condition number 13.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. Judge, we waived the other violation alleged in the MTO.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 13, the court could find the true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 13?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition 13 true. Is there an agreement?
There is, Judge. The agreement is for 2 years incarceration.
All right, is that the agreement?
That's our agreement, Judge. I'm just asking the court to follow it.
All right, why didn't he do the class or sign up for the class?
I believe talking to my client, Judge, there was financial issues with paying for the class and things just spiraled. And he just never enrolled in the class.
And what is going to happen to the alleged new offense?
It's going to be dismissed.
Yes, Judge, that's right.
All right. Is there anything you wish to say, Mr. Coronado?
No, ma'am.
All right, then the court will grant the motion find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, and there's $1,000 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. How old are you?
36.
You're gonna have to do better. Don't be the person who's at the prison when somebody shows up and say, how's this run? And they say, let's ask the oldest person in the prison. We call him grandpa. Don't be the grandpa at the prison, okay?
All right.
All right, good luck to you.
Thanks, Judge.
Welcome. Who's here on Eduardo? Are you guys ready on Castilla Barringos?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Hi, so what's happening with this case?
Good morning, Your Honor. So I asked to get put on the docket today. He's an inmate, state saying they do need to contact the victim in the case, make sure they're whole before we can receive an
Why is
offer.
he in red?
I don't know that, Your Honor. We'd have to ask.
An inmate fought with me in the jail and tried to take my plate and told me, it's just a long story, so I just got into a scrabble.
All right, do you need me to let the deputies know anything?
No, I'm okay.
All right. All right, so state on this one.
So Judge, on this one, there are 2 victims that we have not been able to contact yet. I did see that there was some contact information in the police report, and so I did ask our victim advocate to reach out to them.
All
And
right,
Your Honor, as far as I took myself off the felony wheel back in April, taking a sabbatical started on Monday. So I was really helped. Mr. Rodriguez had been on warrant status for a while. He just came in, so we set him today, hoping to take care of it. I didn't file a motion to withdraw, but I'm gonna be literally in Europe for the next 2 months. So I'd ask,
oh, a sabbatical in Europe, where are you going?
it's my 10-year anniversary for being an attorney. It was in May. That was my 10-year passing the bar. So we're gonna go take it. My girlfriend's never been. We go to Paris and Lisbon, Barcelona.
Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah,
Paris.
so I've never been. So I've never been on a good vacations first. So it's my 10-year anniversary as an attorney. So
Oh my gosh, why didn't we, excuse me, how many attorneys who were out for 10 years, you decided you were going to Europe for 2 months? Oh, Richard Garcia, we know you went.
hey, Rich is my role model. That's why
Yeah.
we do CPS together.
Yeah. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Norma, can you have Matt come down? All right, if you'll remain, we're gonna see if we can get an attorney to switch out.
Yes, Sean. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Enjoy.
Gonna
I
try.
love Paris. If you want any advice or whatever, let me know. I try to go to Paris every year.
Yes. We'll do that.
Yes, I love it. It's my favorite place. Now, if you want Paris, Barcelona, and other places,
Richard.
Richard Garcia.
Yes, Sean. We'll take a seat. Thank you.
All right, thank you.